Hey everybody, and welcome to another deep dive. Today we're looking into something pretty fascinating, uh, agentic AI,
Yeah.
in particular NVIDIA's new Llama Nemotron models.
Yeah, exciting stuff.
It sounds super futuristic, almost like, you got teams of these AI agents like working together, collaborating.
It is. It's kind of a new era of AI. How we think about it,
Hmm.
how we use it.
Definitely. And NVIDIA is, I mean, they're really making a splash with this. So I guess to kick things off, what exactly is agentic AI? For those of us who maybe haven't uh, fully wrapped our heads around it yet.
Yeah. I mean, in the simplest terms, it's moving away from AI that just does like one specific task, and going more towards these AI agents that can work together, problem solve, they can learn from each other.
Huh. So instead of having like one AI trying to do everything, you're saying it's more like a team of specialists.
Right. Like, think about it like a team of experts, right? Each one has their own unique skill set, and they come together to solve a problem much more effectively than any one person could do it on their own.
Okay, that makes sense. And so that's where these Llama Nemotron models come in.
Exactly. NVIDIA created this whole family of models, and they're designed specifically to give these AI agents the tools they need to be effective, to communicate, and do all that.
Got it. Now, I know NVIDIA just announced this, but the name Llama sounds kind of familiar.
It is. I mean, these models are built on Llama, and Llama, it's one of the most popular open source models out there.
Really? Like, how popular are we talking?
Over 650 million downloads.
Wow. Okay. That's a lot of people who want to use this technology. So it's got that solid foundation, with Llama. But then we've got NVIDIA and, well, the AI experts, right?
Mhm.
So what is it about these Nemotron models specifically that makes them so great for this whole agentic AI thing?
Well, they're optimized for all the things you need for agentic AI, like instruction following, chatting, even coding. They can handle math, function calling.
Wow. So they're like giving these AI agents like a whole set of skills.
Yeah, all the tools they need to communicate, to process information, and to solve problems together.
Okay, I'm getting it, but let's talk real world for a second. What can we actually DO with these AI agents? Give me some examples.
Oh, the possibilities are huge. You could use them for customer support, or fraud detection, supply chain management even.
Okay, I like where this is going, but give me something specific, something, I can really wrap my head around.
Okay, imagine you're running like a busy online store. An AI agent could analyze all those customer interactions, figure out what they need, and then suggest products, solutions, whatever.
So it's like having like a super powered customer service rep available 24/7.
Yeah, or even more like an assistant. It makes everyone more efficient.
Okay, yeah, I see that. So it's not about replacing humans, it's about helping them be better.
Exactly. You could even use them to analyze financial transactions, to look for anything suspicious, or optimize delivery routes.
So we're talking like every industry could benefit from this. That's pretty wild.
It is. It's about augmenting what we can do, not replacing us completely.
And these Llama Nemotron models are really pushing that forward. But NVIDIA didn't stop there,
Yeah.
right? There's also this whole vision language model thing. What was it? VLMs? Those go beyond just language, right?
Right. They allow the AI agents not just to understand language, but to actually see the world, through images and videos.
Oh, hold on. So now they can actually see, like with cameras. That's next level stuff.
It is. They're called Cosmos Nemotron VLMs. You could have AI agents analyzing security footage or helping doctors, with medical imaging.
Whoa, that's getting seriously futuristic. It's like giving them another set of senses.
Hmm.
So we've got language models, vision models, NVIDIA's going all out here. But not every business is the same, right? I mean, some are huge, some are small. How does that work with these models?
Well, NVIDIA gets that. That's why they have different sizes of these models.
Really? Like what kind of sizes?
Nano, super, and ultra.
So there's one for everyone.
Pretty much. Whether you're a small startup or a giant company, there's a Llama Nemotron model and a Cosmos Nemotron that'll fit your needs.
Huh, that's pretty cool. So it's not just about having this amazing technology. It's about making it usable, accessible.
Right. And that's key to getting this technology out there.
Okay, this is all super impressive. But at the end of the day, these are still just tools, right? It's up to businesses to figure out how to actually use them.
Absolutely. It's not like you just, plug in a model and everything's solved.
So how do they do it? How do they make these models really work for their specific needs? I know you mentioned something earlier about NVIDIA NeMo, right?
Yeah, that's a big part of it. It's a platform that lets businesses fine-tune these models, train them with their own data.
So it's like teaching them the language of a specific industry. Like if you're building an AI agent for healthcare, you'd feed it data about, medical stuff.
Exactly. You can adjust the parameters, make sure it's behaving the way you want, align it with your goals and all that. But it's more than just fine-tuning. You got to connect these models to all your other systems, the data they need.
It's all about integration, huh? Making
Yeah.
sure they have access to the right information.
Right. And to help with that, NVIDIA's got this tool called NeMo Retriever. It basically gives the AI agent access to a huge knowledge base, documents, customer data, all kinds of stuff.
Whoa, so it's like giving them this super-powered research assistant.
Pretty much, they can pull up anything they need to answer questions, make decisions. It makes them so much smarter, more capable.
Yeah, I can see that. This is all incredibly exciting. But we got to be realistic. Not everyone's comfortable with the idea of AI making decisions or, interacting with customers. There are some concerns out there.
Oh, definitely. And it's important to address those, to be thoughtful about how we develop and deploy these agents.
Okay, so what are some things we need to be thinking about? Like, what are the potential downsides?
Well, one big thing is bias. The data we use to train these agents, it needs to be diverse and representative. We don't want to create systems that, are unfair or discriminatory.
Right, right. We've seen examples of that happening, and it's not good. So diversity in the data is key.
Absolutely. And transparency, too.
Hmm.
People need to understand how these agents are making decisions, what data they're using, all that.
Yeah, it's about trust,
Yeah.
right? Making sure people feel comfortable with this technology. And of course, we can't forget about jobs. Some people are worried that AI agents are going to, take their jobs.
That's a valid concern for sure, and it's one we need to be talking about. But I think it's important to remember that AI agents are tools.
And it's up to us to use them responsibly.
Exactly. We have to make sure they're being used to benefit everyone, not just, make things worse.
Okay, I think we've covered a lot of ground here. From what agentic AI actually is to how it can be used in the real world. And of course, some of the ethical considerations that come with it. But there's still more to this story, right? We need to delve into how developers can actually get their hands on these models and explore the role of NVIDIA AI Enterprise.
There's definitely more to explore. So NVIDIA's made it pretty easy for developers to access these Llama Nemotron models.
Oh, that's good. So how do they get them?
Well, first off, they can just download them directly, experiment with them, integrate them into their own systems however they want.
Okay, so for those developers who like to, tinker, they can just grab the models and go wild.
Exactly. But then, NVIDIA also knows that not everyone wants to start from scratch. So they also offer these models as NVIDIA NIM microservices.
Okay, microservices. That's a word that's been popping up a lot lately. But can you remind us what exactly those are?
Yeah, so basically think of it like this. It's a little piece of software, right? A self-contained unit, and it just does one specific function.
Got it. So instead of having to download and manage the whole Llama Nemotron model, I can just use a microservice to access the part I need.
Right. You just tap into the capabilities through an API. It's like using a cloud service, You don't have to worry about all the infrastructure and stuff.
That makes sense. So it simplifies things, makes it more accessible, especially for
Yeah.
maybe companies that don't have a whole team of AI experts.
Exactly. It lets them use these powerful models without, needing a ton of expertise in-house.
And these microservices, they can be deployed anywhere, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Clouds, data centers, even just a regular PC.
So no matter what kind of setup a company has, they can still use this stuff.
Yep. That's the whole idea. Make it flexible, so anyone can benefit.
Okay, I'm following you. So we've been talking a lot about the models themselves, Llama Nemotron, Cosmos Nemotron. But where does NVIDIA AI Enterprise fit into all this?
So AI Enterprise, that's like the whole package.
Okay, like the software platform that ties everything together.
Yeah. It gives you all the tools and frameworks you need for building and deploying AI applications. Pre-trained models, optimized libraries, everything.
So if a company's serious about AI, this is what they need.
Pretty much. It streamlines the whole process, from data prep to model training to deployment. And it's all backed by NVIDIA's expertise, so it's good stuff.
So you mentioned earlier that these Llama Nemotron models come in different sizes, right? Nano, super, ultra. What's the difference between those?
So basically, each size is tailored for different use cases, different scenarios.
Okay, so what would I use the Nano one for?
Nano, that's the smallest one, obviously. It's super efficient, so you can use it on, edge devices.
Edge devices, what kind of things are we talking about?
Think smart devices,
Yeah.
Or robots, anything with limited resources, or if you need real-time responses, where every millisecond counts. Nano's good for that.
Got it. So speed and efficiency. What about super? Where does that fit in?
Super, that's kind of the middle ground, good balance between performance and accuracy, so wider range of applications, more complex tasks.
So if I'm a company that needs something powerful, but maybe not quite as intense as the Ultra, super's a good option.
Right. And then Ultra, that's the big one for those massive data center applications, super complex workloads.
So if you're a huge company doing like crazy advanced stuff, Ultra's the way to go.
Exactly. NVIDIA's really covered all the bases. No matter what your needs are, there's a model that'll work for you.
It's pretty amazing how much they've thought of,
Yeah.
making it adaptable, making it accessible. But, at the end of the day, it comes down to like actually using these models, right? Putting them to work.
Yeah, absolutely. The technology is awesome, but it's just a tool.
Right. So how do businesses, how do they actually tailor these models to their specific needs? We talked about NeMo, but is there anything else?
NeMo's a big one for sure. Fine-tuning, training with your own data, all that. That's essential.
Yeah, it's like you're teaching the model about your specific industry, right?
Exactly. But then there's also connecting it to all your other systems, making sure it has access to the right information.
Integration is key.
Right. And Nemo Retriever, that tool we talked about, that helps with that.
Yeah.
It gives the AI agent access to like a massive library of information so it can pull up whatever it needs to do its job.
So it's like giving them a superpowered research assistant.
Pretty much. It makes them much more intelligent, more capable. And that's what we want, right?
Yeah, for sure. This is all incredibly exciting, but, we got to be realistic. There are some concerns about AI agents. Some people are worried about them making decisions, or interacting with customer.
Oh, for sure. And those concerns are valid. We need to be thoughtful about how we develop and deploy these agents.
Okay, so what are some of the things we need to be thinking about? What are the potential downsides?
Well, one big one is bias. The data we use to train these agents, it needs to be diverse, representative. We don't want to create systems that are unfair or discriminatory.
Right, right. We've seen that happen with other AI systems, and it's not good.
Exactly. Diversity in the data is key. And transparency, too. People need to understand how these agents are making decisions, what data they're using, all that.
Yeah, it's about building trust, making sure people feel comfortable with this technology. And of course, we can't forget about jobs. Some people are worried that AI agents are going to, take their jobs away.
That's a valid concern, for sure. It's something we need to be talking about. But I think it's important to remember that AI agents are tools.
And it's up to us how we use them.
Exactly. We have to make sure they're being used for good, to benefit everyone, not just make things worse.
All right, so we've talked about how to access these Llama Nemotron models, customize them, the different sizes, NVIDIA AI Enterprise. We've even touched on some of the ethical concerns, bias, jobs, all that. But there's still more to this story, right? We need to talk about NVIDIA blueprints and how those are helping to, actually build real-world applications with this technology, especially in areas like video search and summarization, which seems super useful these days.
There is. It's a great example of how this technology is being used to solve real-world problems.
All right, welcome back, everyone. So before the break, we were talking about, responsible AI, and that leads us right into these NVIDIA blueprints. Can you tell us a bit more about those?
Yeah, so blueprints are basically like pre-built frameworks, workflows designed to speed up development for specific AI applications.
So it's like instead of starting from scratch, you've got this template.
Exactly. It's like, think about blueprints for a building. They give you a structure, best practices, all that. So you can focus on the unique parts of what you're building.
Okay, that makes sense. And I know NVIDIA has one specifically for video search and summarization, which seems, super useful these days with so much video content out there.
Yeah. Imagine having an AI agent that can go through, hours of footage and just summarize it for you or find the exact moment you're looking for.
That would be amazing. For researchers, content creators, anyone who works with video a lot, it's like having an AI assistant that can watch videos for you.
Right. And what's really cool is that this blueprint, it's powered by those same Llama Nemotron and Cosmos Nemotron models we've been talking about.
Yeah.
So it shows you just how versatile they are, how many different things you can do with them.
So we've got these powerful models, different ways to deploy them, this whole software platform, NVIDIA AI Enterprise, and now these blueprints to make development easier. It seems like NVIDIA is really trying to make this whole agentic AI thing accessible to everyone.
They are. They want to make it easier for businesses to, try it out, see what they can do with it, to innovate.
Yeah, lower those barriers to entry. That's great. But even with all this, it feels like We're still just scratching the surface of what agentic AI can do. What are you most excited about, looking ahead? Where do you think this is all going?
Oh man, so many possibilities. One area I'm really excited about is education. Imagine having AI agents that can personalize learning.
Like a personal tutor for every student.
Exactly. They could adjust the curriculum, give feedback, figure out where a student's struggling. It could really change education, make it so much better.
That's a pretty amazing thought. What else? What other areas are you keeping an eye on?
Healthcare, for sure. Think about AI agents analyzing medical records, helping doctors diagnose diseases, even developing personalized treatments.
Wow. So we're talking like earlier diagnoses, better treatments,
Yeah.
a healthier future for everyone.
Exactly. And, we can't forget about sustainability. AI agents could help us optimize energy consumption, manage traffic, even develop more sustainable agriculture.
So it's not just about making things more efficient. It's about tackling some of the biggest challenges we face.
It is. It's about using this technology to make a real difference, to create a better future for everyone.
Well said. And that, I think, brings us to the end of our deep dive into agentic AI and these incredible Llama Nemotron models.
It's been a great conversation.
It has. And I hope everyone listening, has learned something new, has gotten excited about the possibilities.
And remember, this is just the beginning.
Exactly. We're just starting to explore what this technology can do. So as you go about your day, think about the challenges you face, at work, in your life. Could a team of AI agents powered by this technology help you overcome those challenges? Could they help you do things in a new way, a better way? Keep that question in mind because the future agentic AI is happening right now, and you might just be a part of it.
The possibilities are endless.
They are. So stay curious, keep learning, and who knows? Maybe you'll be the one building the next generation of these amazing AI agents. Thanks for joining us, everyone, and until next time, keep exploring.